Hi, it's your girl Felicia, the professional CNA consulting coach, Strawberry 1941 on TikTok. We are back with part 8 of our series, Trump versus Our Freedoms. So, in this segment, I'm going to begin the journey of Jacob. So Jacob is the grandson of Abraham and Sarah. And he was born to Isaac and Rebekah. Now, Jacob is a twin. He is the youngest twin of Esau. And that's a whole nother story that we will get to, but not just yet. So the significance of Jacob in this part 8 is to give you some understanding how the Hebrews name evolved into Jews. Now, Jacob himself did not go into Egyptian captivity. Now, remember, we talked about Joseph being assistant to the Pharaoh in Egypt. And he's able to bring his whole family over to the land of Egypt, traveling from Canaan because there's famine in the land. And they discover that Joseph is still alive and he's this person of leadership. So they sojourned there to Egypt to survive the famine. They did not go there as slaves. All of the grandchildren became the descendants. They became slaves in Egypt as the Pharaoh died off and a new Pharaoh, a new king arose who did not know about the great works of Joseph and all of the favor to Joseph, and he feared this people and he put them into captivity, into slavery. So the descendants of Abraham, the descendants of Jacob, they were the ones who were placed into slavery. Now, Jacob, in his lifetime, in his, evolving, he wrestled with God. The Bible tells it in some instances an angel of God, but he was wrestling with God. And he was told that his name would no longer be Jacob, that his name would be Israel. And that means, one who has wrestled with God and man. And he says, because you wrestled with God and man and you prevailed, you will be called Israel. He was injured in this wrestling. This is important, that he got injured in this wrestling with God or / angel. Now, when his name was changed to Israel, and the descendants of Abraham, the Hebrew, were all in captivity, they now become the children of Israel. Not a place, but a person. And this is how they start evolving into the Israelites, not the Hebrews. So the Hebrew title is fading away out of remembrance of Abraham, of course, with the favor of God upon him. And now they are under that covering of the name of Israel. Now, we're going to stop right here, and I'm going to come back with another part to this series of number 8. because I want to give you a little time to go and absorb some of this information that I've given you so we can stay on track, so we can stay focused, and including myself, because I'm learning and opening up this revelation along with you. So I thank you for being here with me. You can also see these videos on YouTube. Just give me a moment. I will be uploading them on YouTube should TikTok decide, that there's something on here being discussed that they don't approve of, and they remove the videos. So I want you to check into the history and the lineage of Jacob. So this is how the Hebrews in Egyptian captivity become Israelites, or known as the Israelites, because Jacob's name was changed in his wrestling with God from Jacob to Israel. And as the descendants go into this Egyptian captivity, because the new Pharaoh in town, it's like saying the new sheriff in town, doesn't know who your great-great-great-granddaddy was or grandmother was, who were friends with the sheriff back in that day, so on and so forth. You get the gist of what I'm saying. And so this king feared the leadership, the hearsay of this person's lineage, that they would be powerful enough to overtake them. So they are placed into captivity, and they are now seen as the Israelites. As they're coming out into this exodus with Moses, you'll see more of that term, the Israelites, and people get all confused, including myself, like, well, are they Hebrews or are they Israelites? Well, the Hebrews and the Israelites are one people. They're all related. They're relatives. Keep in mind, though, while they were in captivity, they also, you could say, engrafted Egyptians into their lineage, because they married Egyptian women as well. So when they make this exodus, there are also Egyptians who are with them. It is not just the Israelites. There are others with them as well. So this is how we get from Hebrews to Israelites. So let's just keep in mind, keep it simple right now, that Hebrews and Israelites are the same people. They're Israelites because they are the descendants of Israel, who is Jacob, but his name was changed to Israel. And so when the descendants went into captivity, their identification was the children of Israel, being now the Israelites.